I'm just saying, I'm just thinking of something different. So now for something completely different, Monty Python. I will say a joke. Um, I'm thinking to say the Romanian Romanian uh, language form first of all, and then try a translation. It is in Romanian that it will have impact, especially since it deals with the old commie days when we had to take all this bullshit propaganda, endless meetings about increased faked production, how we will learn about the commie teachings more, and fuck all. And it's in a way for me an incredible joke. I remembered it today, and I connected it with in fact a trip to Bulgaria, which will come soon in the audio format. Um, the trip to Bulgaria, because I'm catching up with Belladonna, as I call her in writing. In my written, in the written form of my stories, I'm already with Miss Romania Belladonna in Bulgaria. Here I'm catching up somehow. I'm a little behind in the audio. I started much later. I'm doing the stories in writing for about a couple of 2 years. I'm not sure. Anyway, and this has been started only in summer, a couple of months ago, perhaps. So it goes something like this in Romanian now, and then I will try and explain. Se făcea că domnul is short, so that the possible English listener to this will not be bored to death. Well, he will be anyway. Se făcea că domn Popescu merge în deșert când apare zâna deșertului. Domn Popescu ai trei dorințe. Zână, mi-e sete. Rău. Îi dă să bea. Bea. A doua dorință, mi-e foame. Mi-e foame rău. Mănâncă. A treia, ultima dorință. Zână, am mâncat, am băut, ce aș vrea să fac? Păi, ce vrea domn Popescu? Să mă culc cu o femeie. Bine, zice zână. Bine, zice domn Popescu. Ce, eu nu sunt bună? Ba da, zice domn Popescu. Bun. Zâna se dezbracă, când se dezbrace și domn Popescu, o mână îl bate pe omă. Domn Popescu, după ce că te bășești în ședință ca un porc, mai scoți și aia la tovarășul director. Ok, the English. Briefly, if possible. Mr. Popescu, that's like Smith. Or like Ionescu, that's my name. That's very common. Smith, Johnson. Mr. Popescu seems to be in the desert. And he walks for miles on end. He meets the fairy of the desert. And she says, you have 3 wishes. Okay. I'm thirsty, I'm dying for a drink. I need to drink. Okay, so she gives him to drink. Second wish. My second wish is to eat. I'm really, really hungry. All the culinary delights he can eat, fruit, vegetable, all he wants. Okay, now for the third and last desire. Well, I've eaten, I drank. What do I want to do now? Well, what do you want? To sleep with a woman. And am I not good enough? Oh, yes, you are. Well, then. Well, says Mr. Popescu. The fairy of the desert starts to undress herself. Mr. Popescu starts to undress himself when a hand taps him on the shoulder. Mr. Popescu, after you've been farting like a pig in all this meeting, now you're taking your schlong out to Cambre director? I'm laughing alone, I know. What was the point of this? First of all, okay, it seemed that Mr. Popescu is in the desert. He wasn't. He was in a communist meeting, bored to death. And when one is bored and drowned in all this propaganda, one starts to snooze, to sleep and dream, sometimes if possible. Of what? Of the fairy of the desert, food, sex, with a brainwashed male chauvinist pig attitude of those dark ages and ancient communist days. What do you expect? And it pointed out, as I said, the endless hours we had to support to suffer through this brainwashing machine. And in my case, but that's already anticipating, I said, it reminded the position I was in, I would be in, speaking of this stage in the story in the audio form, in Sofia, down in Sofia. I played Mr. Popescu. My name is really close, Ionescu, so there you have it. Poor lost guy in the desert. Belladonna, Miss Romania, was playing the fairy of the desert. Only we had a dragon, not a tap on the shoulder. We had a Bulgarian dragon there who stopped me when I took my schlong out to try and engage with Miss Romania, aka the fairy of the desert. But I'm moving ahead of myself. Ha ha ha.